Hello everybody out there, Brooklyn Boys here, and today we have a really special announcement.
Just one flippin' minute. Even though there is no wait a minute. What's going on here?
You didn't read the agenda again. This
What
is the
agenda?
special announcement video.
So this isn't a part about me going on
Don't
The
finish
bridge.
that. Don't finish the statement.
Just
Don't finish the statement.
without a shirt
No,
on, going hi.
that's what you
oh,
do.
Mario.
Everybody, that's what you do every day.
Well, yeah, that's just me. I'm not normal.
First of all, this video is going up probably on Sunday, April 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you that celebrate Easter, such as myself and Mike, happy Easter, everybody. For those of you that don't celebrate Easter and instead celebrate Passover, Passover is going on right now too, so happy Passover. If you don't celebrate either one of those holidays, happy spring break. If you've already had spring break, I can't help you. There's nothing left! You're not giving me anything to work with. I sat down and thought about this for a while. But anyway, no, that was the joking part. Now we're on to the serious business. This is a major
get serious.
announcement. It's late. I
so
can't get any
We're going to
serious.
do it now.
We're
We're going to do this now.
We're
So
doing it
let's go.
live. We're doing it live.
Yeah, so let's do it now.
Without the script.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bloopers. If you missed the bloopers, this wasn't here at the very beginning of this starting. Anyway, for those of you that missed out on Dark Avenger Live episode 45 this past Friday on my channel, A, it's still up, so you're definitely welcome to go check it out. But B, I revealed my great secret, the secret I've been holding for a while, and I did mention it will impact Brooklyn Boys a bit, and I told everybody to go check out Epic Story, that the major event had something to do with Epic Story and Epic X's future. And the big news was I'm officially making a comic book. It's been a dream of mine since I was in high school, or since I left high school, I should say. Everybody who knows me on Brooklyn Boys knows I love writing. I've been writing for years. I continue to write. When we started Brooklyn Boys, 90% of the skits we've done that weren't voiceovers were scripted or outlined by myself. Epic Story was completely scripted by me, except for the few episodes that Michael scripted. And also you did Dark Kevin's season, I believe. You did most of Dark Kevin's season.
The Dark Kevin.
Yeah. But you guys know I love writing. I love acting out my work especially. But in 2001, I created a character, a superhero character, and it was. I'll get into the details later on. But anyway, in 2001, I created a character. And unfortunately, at that time in my life, I A, didn't have somebody willing to go in as an artist, and B, I had zero footing in the door. I probably would have just wrote directly to DC and Marvel and got an immediate, we're sorry, yada yada. So years later, Brooklyn Boys came to be, and I was still writing this story. By the way, this story that had about 36 issues in. I am restarting the entire story to modernize it a bit, and I also changed a few characters. But anyway, Epic Story came around in 2000 and
I would say
8.
It was 2008 because of the
1 year anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah, then 2000.
So what happened was I decided to take this story I had written and try to redo it, or do a version of it, a different version of it for Brooklyn Boys. So it wasn't the same version, but the same characters. And Epic Story was a huge success. You guys loved it. We got messages all the time. I know when we finished the series, a lot of people were very sad to see it go, and that's what made me want to do at least one more season. Thus, Epic X was going to happen, and there was going to be this humongous season that led into an even smaller season that was going to conclude the universe. But then I got an opportunity. Now, I don't want to divulge the entire secret, because there are certain announcements that were made on a different place that I don't want to give everybody's announcement away. This video is specifically my announcement, but I will say that I'll give a little bit. If you'd like to hear a full announcement, I will leave a link in the description to Zone 4, Episode 305. Fast forward to 1 hour and 58 minutes to get the gigantic, full-fledged announcement.
Huge.
But I will say this, this past year, at the beginning of the year, Brant approached me with an offer. And he knows that I love writing, and I have tons of stories. Not just this one, but a lot. And a lot of them are actually on the table right now in the outline stages. Maybe one day they'll make it into a book too. But for right now, I want to focus on my baby, my original story, my first story. And Epic Story is a version of it. So I was approached, I was given the opportunity, and I'm taking it. I'm already talking with an artist. I already have most of the first issue redone and ready to go. I will not be part of the first wave. I will be part of a second wave, which is going to be coming out. My book should be coming out late summer, early fall. It depends on finishing the script, editing it, the artist, the coloring, the lettering, etc., and then the printing. It will be print on demand, and basically I'll have a link to it, and I'm going to be, well, I'll tell about the series in a minute, but anyway, it's going to be done, and if you guys liked Epic Story, you're going to love this comic, because it's going to take characters such as myself, Cal, the last angel of Earth, fighting evil, Dark Mike. I'll explain the potential for Dark Mike, but Mike's character, Michael's character, will be in it as well. We're going to have, basically my character, Chris, aka Cal, Mike's character, Mike, aka Hawk, but Hawk is getting changed, I will say that, to something else. I don't want to spoil that yet, but my character, and there's also a name for my character. I'll give you guys the title of the comic in a moment. But our characters will be there. There will be guest appearances from other characters that you've seen in Epic Story, that I wrote in for other friends that couldn't make it to Epic Story. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on in the book. Also, remember, this is a comic book now. We don't have to worry about special effects, costumes. All that's covered by the artwork. So basically, the comic is going to be called Celestial Falcon, with the possibility of a surtitle, The Protector of Earth. Surtitle means to say The Protector of Earth, Celestial Falcon. And this book is going to be the original story, not redone, not done for Brooklyn Boys. Not a different version of it. This is going to be the exact version. Epic Story is a humongously watered down version of my original story. The good news is the main idea of the story and certain characters, such as myself and Mike, are part of the original comic book. And we will be definitely moving forward with that. I'm really excited. This is a very exciting time in my life. Not only for this book, but for other opportunities that are going to follow along with this book. But Epic Story, obviously you guys have seen that our staff for Brooklyn Boys has severely dwindled in ways where there are times where I have no idea where Kevin is. You know, it's very hard to film in general. But I'm going to try to do something to either wrap up the Epic universe or give you guys a couple more mini episodes of Epic Story. But what Epic X is going to become, and that's what the announcement for this video really is Epic X is going to turn into my journey, basically. It's going to become a vlog series from time to time of my journey from now all the way through until the very first issue of Celestial Falcon is made. After that, I don't know where we'll go, if the series will continue as the story continues, as the issues come on, or I might move on to somewhere else. This is, again, I can't divulge too much because not that I'm not allowed, it's right now in the very early stages of announcements. All I can really talk about is my book and the book that you guys have witnessed on Brooklyn Boys. And if you haven't watched Epic Story, I highly recommend you do. I actually had to redo one of the episodes, the finale for Season 3, because the credits had a song that was considered copywritten. I basically muted the song. I was given the option by YouTube to mute the song and keep the video up. So the credits are muted, but the series, the actual video, is still up. So the video's back up. So the entirety of Epic Story is available everywhere except, unfortunately, and I'm sorry if you live in Germany, it's not available there because of Dragon Force. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed Epic Story, you're going to love this comic book. I promise you guys, I'm going to be doing and giving 110% of myself. The artwork, the writing, everything is going to be amazing for this book. And I am going to give a little bit of a teaser here. And this might give you guys a little bit of incentive to really want to pick this book up and share it with your friends and get the word out. If Celestial Falcon does well enough, where I'm offered or where expansion is on the table. Right now it's not, but where there is an expansion that I'm offered on the table after the sales of Celestial Falcon, I do have a tentative story. Now, in the first issue of Celestial Falcon, I'm not going to give any spoilers for the book. But in the story, there is going to be a beginning, and then there's going to be a gap, a years later gap, where the main character, my main character, Chris, is going to learn about his past, and then there's going to be a years later gap, and then the story is going to continue. That years later gap, those couple of years where the character is making his transition from the very beginning of the story to where he is at the ending of the story, I'm leaving that open as a sister or brother series. And guess what? The title of that series, in some incarnation, will be Epic Story. And in that comic series, there will be Dark Mike. In that comic series, I will be following the first 4 seasons, sort of. The 4 seasons will be a skeleton outline of where I'm going with Epic Story, but Epic Story has the potential of becoming a comic book as well, depending on how well received Celestial Falcon is. If Celestial Falcon doesn't do too well, I will find a way still. I promise you guys I'll find a way to do something with Epic Story as a comic book, because I know all of you enjoyed Epic Story, you loved it, and we love doing it, and I definitely would love to get it in comic book form at some point. But the important thing is Celestial Falcon, my comic book, my first book that I will be doing, that I've written since I was way back when I was about 16, 17 years old. I'd say about 16. I was about 16 when it came to be. Now, the subliminal message is exactly like Epic Stories. Hope. There's always hope. This character, this story was created in October of 2001, right after the events of September 11th. Not right after, a few weeks after the events of 9/11, where the world was at its darkest time, or at least New York was in its darkest hour. And the one thing people looked towards was hope. So I created this character as my way of promoting hope. Unfortunately, at that time, I was unable to share it with the world. And I to this day, I feel bad that I was unable to share my character back then. Fast forward to the year 2015, and we are at this point now where I had that opportunity. Granted, it's a lot later than 2001, but it's still, the world is still a pretty dark place at times. And my character and these stories will promote the one thing that we've done on Brooklyn Boys since the day we started: hope, inspiration, encouragement. You're going to get all of that in the book. Now, again, I said this on the live show, I'll say it here. It doesn't mean defaultly good is always going to win over evil. Remember, there's a battle and a war. Sometimes evil might get the upper hand, but that's the battle. The war is still going to be going on, and it'll continue to go on all the way through till the end of the book. And the book is an ongoing series, by the way, guys. It's not a mini-series. It's not a, well, we'll print it when we can. It is an ongoing series. There's not going to be any volumes. There's not going to be any reboots. After issue 1, it's just a straight run to the ending, wherever that leads. And I'm hoping this comic book will go beyond my years. And that's just a hope. And it all depends on you guys, and it all depends on... I know a lot of you guys on Dark Avenger Live shared your support. I got a couple of messages of support. Everybody on Comic Frontline shared their support, and I appreciate that. And I love each and every one of you out there. And I'm sure there's a few of you right now in the comments saying that you guys support Epic Story and you support the comic book I'm making, and I appreciate that. I want to say that on camera, and I definitely will probably do a 360 at some point, and I'll definitely acknowledge the people that wish me luck and show support. But please, guys, show support for the Celestial Falcon comic book. Epic X is going to become a vlog series, basically the road to issue 1. So I will be doing a vlog every now and again. Right now, Celestial Falcon issue 1 is in the writing stages. I am more than halfway through the book. I would say I'm about 60% through the book. But there's a lot of endings, so that's 60 all the way through to 100. It's a lot that I still have to write. And then I have to condense it, edit it, and get the artist to start drawing it. So I'm hoping to get all this done by the end of summer beginning of fall. It would actually be ideal to do it at the end of the summer because that's when my 300th comic review
That's right.
will be happening, and that would be perfect because then I would have the release of my comic and our 300th comic review at the same time. So I'm fingers crossed, praying for that. I will be sharing links. The first episode of Epic X will be sharing whatever I have already. On my Facebook, I do have pictures. I don't know what I'm going to do as far as Facebook, if I might create a Celestial Falcon fan page, or I might wait till the comic comes out and then create something. Or maybe something will be created already. Exactly. So I don't know yet. But you guys are going to love it. I'm making sure that the story plays off a lot of what's happened in Epic Story. A lot of characters from Epic Story will show up in Celestial Falcon. Maybe not in the first issue, but in issues down the road, you will be seeing characters. You will be seeing people that you're familiar with. You're just going to have to give me time to introduce everything. I want to do the original story, and then I'll introduce the watered-down incarnation. Now, what does that mean for Epic Story on Brooklyn Boys? Well, that means Epic Story is going to have its definitive end. Whether it be where it was ended before, or if we have the staff and the abilities, we will do one more season. That's all depending on everybody else. Mike and I live here. We can film anytime we want. But we can't make a series just Mike and I. We did that for the first season. We did that for the third season mostly. And then we did that again towards the end of the last season because of time differences.
Right.
But thank you God, we did have everybody from Brooklyn Boys helping us in the episode. So for the most part, everybody was here. But right now there's nobody. So we're honestly working just Mike and I at this point, and Ellie's around also. But I want to have the original staff. I want to be able to go forward at least a couple of episodes. But Epic Story is the heart and soul of Brooklyn Boys. It was a very important series, I feel, for us. But other than Epic and other than Celestial Falcon, I have a few other things. Not that I'm not allowed, I don't want to really talk too much about it, but I am working on other projects. And if you go listen to Zone 4, actually, I do mention one of the projects that I'm working on in a team. So you can go check that out. But there are other stories, because I wasn't just writing Celestial Falcon my entire life. I reached into other genres, and I put some other things down on paper. And recently I've come up with a couple of new things. And those stories are all put down on the table and have gotten warm welcomes and warm feedback thus far. Obviously, they won't be coming out as early as Celestial Falcon, but they are very tentative for the future. Maybe 2016, maybe... I would say early 2016, mid 2016, but they're there, and they are very possible. And now I've done a lot of talking. You, I'm sure, have stuff to say because this involves Broken Boys.
So, like, what do I talk about? Just
anything you want.
Alright, we are working on the pre-Ultimate Smash.
Oh, no. That's the spring announcements. That's next week, guys. I'm talking about my announcement.
Oh,
about
you mean
the book, Epic Story.
Oh.
Mike's going into the spring announcement a week early.
Well, I have short-term memories.
And I apologize. We apologize that the spring announcement is late. It's going to be late, but we apologize. Maybe we'll do it during the week.
We'll do it during the week. Yeah. We'll see.
But this is not that.
Yeah. First of all, I'm just saying I do have high potential that your book is going to be amazing.
I hope.
And you have my support
crossed.
as well.
I appreciate that.
Well,
you know what your character's suit
well, yeah,
like,
because,
I'll be sharing that on Facebook soon.
But, Epic Story was a very great series that me and my brother were working on. And most of the episodes that I have worked on was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that they came out the way I wrote them. And, it was great just having everybody here, and even the bloopers where there's always going to be a blooper no matter what, because they're just...
There were bloopers for this video.
Well, yeah, so that explains that, but...
It's not going to take us away also.
I know.
Writing will not take me away from my duties on YouTube. You guys will still see me on a regular basis. Maybe some weeks I'll be a little bit busier than usual, but for the most part I'll still be around.
I've been watching and looking back at Epic Story, and I remember all the fun, minus the parts where, yes, I did fall through trash cans and jump through on ladders into the bush and all the other crazy stunts I did, but that's just me. Like I said, I'm not normal, but that's, because normal's boring. But every time I look at the epic story, I just remember the whole group and how much fun we had doing this, and the what's it called, choreography of the fight.
Choreography, yeah.
Yeah, choreography of the fights.
It's going to be very different having it drawn on paper, because it'll be a lot easier to show off a lot more.
And it's just that we want to do this, but it's just the staff has been...
Oh, we're talking about Epic Story on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, it's just been very low, and it's just...
We're going to try our best to do something.
We're going to try. But going into the book, though, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the book is going to either play into Epic Story or in some way Epic Story going into the book. Alright, well, it's going to play around it. You know, I'm trying to still get used to the whole gist of what's going on here.
It's a brand new universe.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm just glad that what we've worked on throughout the whole years is actually going to be in a comic form.
It's not gonna. That'll be the second comic, if anything. It'll exist somewhere else. Mm-hmm.
But I'm really looking forward to this, and you know, I'm always good in shape to play as my character and Dark Mike or whatever else we have to do, because you know I've been gaining a little bit of muscle strength, you know, and all that stuff. But beside the point, not over dragging it, I'm really looking high hopes in both the possibility of Epic X coming back in live action. Epic Story in live action, along with seeing how it is in comic book form.
So we hope you guys join us on this journey, and I hope you guys follow the comic book. I hope you guys will really enjoy the comic book. You guys meant the world to us way back when we started in 2007. We delivered a message of hope, inspiration. We encouraged lots of people. Lots of people were inspired by us. So I'm hoping to do the same thing now through my writing, even though most of the Brooklyn Boys skits were in my writing, but now I'm hoping to get it out and in book form, and I hope you guys really like it, and like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the journey, because there will be a video series leading into issue number 1, and the finished product, I hope you guys will be there and be able to receive and enjoy the finished product, which will be the issue number 1. And really that's all I could say for now. Again, just keep your eyes out. We will be doing, like I said, I will be doing some Epic X videos, whether it be a vlog, an audio log, something. There'll be something whenever something new happens.
Yes. And like we said before, do stay tuned for the spring announcement that will be coming soon at you, where mostly I'll do... This
is a turning point in our life, but my life specifically, and it's going to be an amazing journey, and I look forward to bringing you guys along with us through it. From now, which is the beginning, all the way through to wherever it takes us. And it's exciting times, and I hope you guys are equally as excited as we are, because I am very excited. I mean, this is very exciting.
I'm very excited to see how all our work is going to be in just comic form.
I agree. It's very, very exciting.
You know, it's going to be a great road, and hopefully with everyone's support out there like they're giving us on Brooklyn Boys, they'll give it for your writing in the book.
And once press releases are out, I'm really going to be excited to talk more about other things that, like I said, Zone 4, link in the description, 1 hour, 58-minute mark. I'll come on to the podcast right after that, a couple of seconds in.
And also you'll give the link to your Avenger Live also.
Yes, and I'll have the link to Dark Avenger Live 45, so you can watch both. I would advise watch Zone 4, Dark Avenger Live, and obviously you watch this, so now you know.
They watch this now, I mean, you know.
For extra information, I would say Zone 4's is the most important. My live show is basically everything I said here, only stretched out, and we did talk a bit about the book a little bit more, like the potential for an issue 0.
Right.
And Epic Story. Epic Story is a potential brother series to the original series if sales and interest is there for the original series. So until next time, everybody, we'll be seeing you guys really soon for the spring announcement. We have a couple of skits that went up that will be going up right after this video, or right before it. Actually, maybe we'll probably put the skits up before this video just to have
those. Don't think that we've lost our touch in skits.
No, there's still skits up. There are some really funny skits here. And we're going to have a lot of gaming coming up soon. But anyway, until next time, everybody, take care. We hope you have a wonderful holiday. And we'll see you guys real soon in the next video.
So that means I got to go all the way under the table. Again. Of course. Well, I will see you guys next time in this spring announcement video.
We seriously have to find somebody to hit the record button, because at this point...
Ouch.
Things are getting painful.
I have to always learn to take a left before a right. Ugh.
Ah.